In the high-stakes world of international club football, there comes a moment when everything hangs in the balance. For CF Monterrey, that moment is now. As the final match day of Group E in the 2025 FIFA Club World Cup approaches, Monterrey's journey teeters on the edge, with destiny just within reach, but far from guaranteed. This is the story of what Monterrey needs to do and what must happen around them for them to stay alive in the tournament. Stadium, the Group E battlefield. Let's first take a quick look at the group table. After 2 rounds of matches, the standings are: Inter Milan, 4 points. River Plate, 4 points. Monterrey, 2 points. Scenario 2. The game ends in a draw. Now here's where things get interesting and messy. If Inter Milan and River Plate draw, both will finish with 5 points. If Monterrey also wins and moves to 5 points, we end up with a 3-way tie at the top of Group E. Then come the tiebreakers. Bar chart understanding the tiebreakers. When teams are tied on points in FIFA tournaments, the following tiebreakers apply, in order. Goal difference in head-to-head matches. Goals scored in head-to-head matches. Disciplinary points, fair play. Drawing of lots. Because the group is so tight and all 3 teams could end on the same points, these details matter more than ever. Let's look at the different draw possibilities and what Monterrey needs in each case. Puzzle piece, Inter versus River draw scenarios. Small orange diamond if the match ends 0-0. This is the best case draw scenario for Monterrey. In this case, Monterrey can qualify by simply winning by any margin over Urawa. Even a 1-0 win would do it. White heavy checkmark verdict. Easy path, just win. Small orange diamond if the match ends 1-1. Now it gets trickier. In this case, Monterrey needs to win by 3 or more goals. For example, 3-0 or 4-1. Alternatively, if they win by exactly 2 goals, it must be with a scoreline like 4-2. A 2-0 win, despite the margin, wouldn't be enough due to the goal scored rule. And if all that still doesn't separate them, we go to disciplinary points. Small orange diamond if the match ends 2-2 or higher. In this case, Monterrey is automatically eliminated, regardless of how much they beat Urawa by. That's because in a high-scoring 2-2 draw or higher, both Inter and River will have scored more goals in the head-to-head table, giving them the edge over Monterrey, no matter what. Crossmark verdict. Monterrey is out, even with a win. Balance scale, the discipline factor, disciplinary points. If we end up in a 3-way tie and goal difference and goals scored don't settle it, the next deciding factor is disciplinary points. These are calculated based on cards received. Yellow card equals -1 point. Indirect red card equals -3. Direct red equals -4. Yellow plus direct red equals -5. Right now, River Plate have the worst record at -10. Monterrey sits at -6, and Inter is slightly better. So if Monterrey can stay disciplined and win their match while River gets another card or 2, Monterrey may advance on fair play. A rare but real possibility. Still tied after that? Then the final spot is decided by the cruelest method of all, a drawing of lots, literally pulling a name out of a hat. Brain bottom line, what must happen? To summarize Monterrey's path to qualification, they must beat Urawa Red Diamonds. Period. If Inter or River wins, Monterrey qualifies directly. If Inter versus River ends in a draw, 0-0 draw, any Monterrey win sends them through. 1-1 draw, Monterrey needs a big win or help from tiebreakers. 2-2 or higher, Monterrey is out, no matter what. Fire the stakes couldn't be higher. Everything now rests on 90 minutes of football. The pressure is immense, and the margins razor thin. Monterrey must be ruthless, clinical, and focused. They need to dominate Urawa and pray for the right result in the other game. This is football at its most dramatic. Strategy meets suspense. Skill meets fate. One last game. One final push. For Monterrey, it's now or never.